Welcome back to the channel, Gooners. Welcome back. And maybe non-Arsenal fans who are just curious about how we're feeling about a massive win. As you can tell, I've lost my voice, so I'm going to try not do too much talking, which is hard when you're on the table by yourself. Laurie will be joining us, then we'll have some others who are coming back from the game, from the Emirates Stadium, who will join us as well. But the important thing is that you guys are having your say. So remember that the number pops up on the screen in this area here. Look out for it, coming up any second now. Send in your videos, give us your reaction. Can't wait to hear everyone from around the world who stayed up or whatever time to watch that game. Did Arsenal put on a show? I think they did, with some good goals. It was definitely an entertaining game. 3 goals, 3 points. That's all you want, right? I will say, it wasn't the perfect performance, but I'm not going to dwell on it too much. I think we'll break that down in tactical insight. We'll look at where things really went right, where they maybe went wrong a little bit, where Arsenal rode their luck. We'll talk about the main talking topics, absolutely. But really, we're here to just enjoy a big 3 points. So come enjoy it with us, guys. And we're going to dive straight into it. Send us your clips, numbers down here. Send them to that number via WhatsApp. Send in your videos. Let's hear what you guys are saying.
Got the game on here in Canada. I'm absolutely buzzing. I woke up at 5 a.m. to watch it. Didn't disappoint. The performance was quite shit, but we still got the 3 points. And what does Lee always say? Ultimately, we still got the win, so I'm buzzing. When Tommy came on, I got a little emotional. So, yeah, maybe come watch a game live next year. Drop by AFTV studio, polish Robbie's head. Good time.
Beautiful win today. Brilliant first half. A bit shaky second half. But so far, man, we're doing very well. I'm so happy. Man of the match. There's only one man there. And Nenny. And he's Boston too. Come on, Arsenal!
Yes, it's Gennaro from Brazil. What's happening? This is Soccer Town, mate. This is Soccer Football Club. It's S7 now. You know that. S7. Yes, London is red, mate. UK is red. You know you have to love that one. Tavares, what a liability, mate. One time he's like danger. The other time he's been endangered. What a liability. Xhaka, the main man, connecting with everyone. You have to love that. Tomiyasu coming in. A little one on Ronaldo. You have to love the game. You have to love Arsenal. Come on, Arsenal. Come on, Arsenal. Stand up if you hate Tottenham.
Shout out to AFTV from Brazil. Brazilian Gunners out here. Absolutely fantastic result. Couldn't have hoped for a better result. 3-1. Xhaka with his seasonal worldly, coming out in the big stage with a worldly. But let's be honest, man, the performance, it wasn't what we needed to have. Our fullbacks, Tavares and Cedric, are just not on the level to be on this team. That's what I truly believe. And thank God we're getting Tomiyasu back. It doesn't look like we're gonna get Tierney back anytime soon, but that defense is not looking great. Xhaka's looking fantastic. Mohamed Elneny, oh my God, we forgot we had this guy on the team. We forgot we had an amazing defensive midfielder on the team. Anyway, shout out to AFTV, great performance. Gonna enjoy the weekend now.
Hello AFTV, absolutely buzzing after that win. Amazing, very good win. Massive 3 points. Now we need the bottlers, Tottenham, to bottle it tonight. Hopefully they do against Brentford. Come on, Brentford! And I just hope that we continue this performance. And it's so like Arsenal to lose to 3 shit teams and, beat Chelsea and then beat Man U, top 6 sides. But anyways, nice to talk to you guys.
Loving it, everyone enjoying it. Even the dog in the background was celebrating that win. Great stuff. Let's go point by point, because it was a massive it was a massive win, and it wasn't our best performance of the season. In fact, it was far from it. In fact, I've even seen us play better, I think, against Big Six opposition. I thought we were better against Man City at home when we lost 2-1. I thought we were better at Old Trafford when we lost 3-2 to Man United. They felt like more controlled performances, more how do I explain it? Just felt like Arsenal were more in control of what was going on during those performances. We ended up losing them both. This one was a bit more punch for punch, a little bit more open. Both defences weren't really at it, but Arsenal got the job done. Obviously, Xhaka wins us the game with that brilliant goal. But we'll go through moment by moment. The first thing was the starting 11. Got to start there. Every game starts with the starting 11 coming out. And the big decision he made was to bring Cedric back in and move White back to centre-back with Gabriel. I thought he might do that. In fact, if you go on AFTV, you'll see when we did the predicted 11, one of the things I wondered was whether Martinelli and Cedric might make surprise returns. Martinelli didn't, Cedric did. And the reason I was surprised Cedric did was I thought he'd want to take the game to Man United. I thought he'd see this as an opportunity. A packed crowd in the sun, in the middle of April. We've just won at the Bridge. They've just lost at Liverpool. I think he'd have seen this as an opportunity, Arteta, to go for it. And we did in that first 5 minutes. We started brilliantly. We'll talk about the goal and everything in a bit, but I thought that the Cedric coming into the 11 was a statement of, I want to get 2 attacking fullbacks back in the team and move White to centre back so that him and Gabriel can try and deal with Ronaldo. Obviously, he got his goal as well. It started then. Martinelli didn't come in. Smith Rowe kept his place, and Ketia as well. I thought led. There you go. You can tell it's been one of those days I've been celebrating a lot. If you couldn't tell from my voice, I'm going to bring Laurie in a sec because he's going to help me talk where I think he's a bit calmer. I thought Eddie Nketiah led the line well, but he kept his place off the back of what happened against Chelsea. And really the 11 was pretty much what I expected / kind of hoped it would be. I wanted to see Martinelli, but obviously he came on. Let's go through some comments. Sam says, beautiful win. MT says, come on, Gooners. Mad Gooner says, Xhaka, man of the match. We'll talk about our man of the match a little bit later. Biggie says, El Neni was brilliant. I completely agree. LB says, a Xhaka boom. It's been a while since we've seen a Xhaka boom. A says Martinelli has to start. Michael says Ramsdale isn't great keeper. Time for Leno. I thought Ramsdale almost improved as the game went. We kind of had to ride it for the first half and then maybe the first 50 minutes of the second half. When the penalty went wide, it's almost like Ramsdale got confidence out of that. And he started to sort of get himself together. But I agree, it wasn't his best performance. David, thank you for the compliment. Really appreciate it. What else have we got here? Gunnar, yeah, loving it. Moaz isn't happy with Tavares and Cedric's performances. Aman says ESR was poor. I don't think it was poor. I don't think it was a game that sort of played to his strengths because we got the early goal and then a lot of the game was almost trying to defend whilst counter-attack, and I don't think it really suited what he likes to do, which is pick up the ball in kind of number 10 spaces and try and make things happen. Giovanni says, Odegaard, man of the match. Good shout. He was very, very good. Jogan wondering why everyone is saying Ramsdale's bad. He's not bad. He just wasn't brilliant. Abude says, Bruno, man of the match. I think he's having a bit of tongue in cheek there. Think we might have some more clips we can go through. Oh, someone's just made the point. Yeah, Ish says, glad Tommy is back. Yeah, absolutely, me too. Right, I can't keep talking. The voice is gone. So we're going to go to more clips. Let you guys do the talking. Bring old Laurie into the team. Bring Laurie to break down that first goal and sort of the rest of the performance. So yeah, let's go through it. Am I still here? I'm still here. No? Oh, sorry. I was expecting clips. There are no clips yet. Keep sending them in. The numbers on screen. Anyway, carrying on. Let's talk about we've got El Neni over McTominay and Freddie Matches. Do you know what? We did a combined 11 yesterday on the United View, and we got McTominay into the team alongside Xhaka because the whole thing was we're basically going to do a combined 11 based on who's on form. And who's available. So obviously Partey and Pogba couldn't be in the team. And I did say I felt El Neni was left out a little bit unfairly. McTominay didn't make it. Yeah, everyone's saying, where's Laurie? I'm trying to get Laurie, and we'll get Laurie in any second. Iri, do you want Laurie to come in? Let's just get you set up. Come on. Let's just do it live on air. Hello.
Live.
Welcome to full time.
Yeah, man. Another good day at the office.
Listen, 3 points, 3 goals, over the moon. I'm still trying to find my voice.
I can see you're very excited, as you would be.
Well, I was stressy throughout the game. I didn't think we played particularly well. Before we talk about the goals and go moment by moment, what was your kind of general take on the game?
You know what? First, what I would say, it's a very entertaining game, especially the first half. Great game to watch for the neutrals, I would imagine. I certainly enjoyed watching it from an Arsenal perspective. I think 3-1 slightly flattered us. I may be a little unpopular in what I'm going to say next, but I do believe it to be the case. I think the turning point of that game was the penalty miss. In the end, we eked out the win and we deserved the win. So I'm not saying we were lucky or anything like that. But I do think that the penalty miss was pivotal. And listen, it was a very hotly contested game up until that point, and we pulled out the bag, so you've got to give the team credit for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fair play to El Nene and Xhaka. I've heard a lot of people suggesting that El Nene should be man of the match, but my perspective on that would be that, listen, football is normally a very low-scoring game. Goals win games. Goals are pivotal. So Granit Xhaka scored at a point where United was still dangerous and might get back in it. So effectively, Xhaka ensured that we got the 3 points. So I would give that, on account of that, I would give the man of the match to Xhaka. But I did think El Neni played very well also.
Yeah, fair enough. Right, guys, you guys have been sending your clips in. The numbers on the screen. Let's hear what you're saying.
Hi everyone, it's Mohammed here, and I'm really happy that we got the 3 points today. It's been a well-deserved game, a well-deserved performance. What a goal from Xhaka, and I'm really happy that at the end of the day we got the 3 points. That is the most important thing at the moment. Well done to the boys. I'm really happy. Words cannot describe my feeling today. It's that time. We got top 4 in our hand, so it's all on the boys. They have to decide it for us. But I think after 5 years without Champions League football, it's that time to get back. Let's not get too excited. We got few games to play, and then we're gonna see success Arsenal. Let's go Gunners.
Yo, Icy Jones from Northwest London. First and foremost, let's put it this way. Great win for Arsenal. Great win for Arsenal. Let me tell you why, yeah? Because them beat up the devil. Rebuke the devil. You see me? Man United Devils. Yeah? Now it's time to go to the Amazon and smash up them there with their own hammer like Thor. Knock them in their forehead and them ones there. Then use that same hammer and go fry 2 birds in a Spurs. You done know. So big up Arsenal. It was a great game. But at the same time, a few players had a little shaky moment. Nuno Tavares, that you there, had a shaky moment. He had bits to prove because a couple of games he was a bit shaky. I'm not gonna lie. But he made sure that he had to score that goal. And that brought up the confidence on them ones there. You see me? But done know. Next game, Arsenal win. You done know. Big up yourself, AFTV. You done know.
Big up AFTV and all Arsenal fans. Ramadan Kareem and happy Easter to everyone out there. Well, obviously the result is great, but the performance was shambolic in so many moments. I've been watching the game and saying to myself, Nuno Tavares and Cedric, what are you doing? I mean, Cedric, even Carl Jenkinson never played this bad for our club, and Nuno Tavares clearly needs more time. He needs to go out on loan next season to learn the English football. But we've got the win, and that's the most important thing. We have to move forward now, and I hope we won't waste any more points in the remaining games. Mikel Arteta really did a great job, you know. He bounced back so many times and he squeezed the most out of this squad this season. And our defense has been dreadful since the injury of Partey and Tierney, since we got back from the international break. And I just hope we won't get any more injuries until the end of this season.
Hey AFTV, Michael from Boston here. Oh, for a muse of fire that would ascend the brightest heaven of invention. A kingdom for a stage, princes to act, and monarchs to behold the swelling scene. Then should the warlike Xhaka, like himself, assume the port of Mars. And at his heels should famine, sword, and fire crouch for employment. Come on, you gunners.
Welcome back, guys. So I've been breaking down all the main points as everyone from around the world is sending in their videos. I love it. People sending videos from everywhere. Wow. So I love it. I saw tweets saying I've been up since 5 a.m, you know, to watch this game, and it's amazing.
This is when you know that football's truly a global sport.
It really is.
The eyes of the world would have been on that game today.
Absolutely.
Especially it being an early game.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
First game, so.
Let's talk about that first goal. Tavares, who I thought had a tricky second half, if I'm being kind.
He did.
But he, listen, he gets the first goal, and you're putting it in the back of the net. That's basically.
And that was crucial today.
Yeah.
Because we said before the game, I remember me and you were talking upstairs. We were talking about the game. We were saying that the first goal could be crucial, and I do think it was. And listen, you know, I know United did come back at us hard, but it's always a big psychological plus. Arsenal score first in a game of this magnitude.
Absolutely. Arsenal started brilliantly, I thought. You know, by started brilliantly, I mean the first 3 minutes. You know, we had the ball, won some early challenges in their half, couple balls into the box. And then Saka does really well to force a save out to De Gea, and Tavares is there to put it in the back of the net. Did you kind of feel we'd kick on from that, and that would be like, right, brilliant, we got the goal, now let's play our football?
Well, normally in games like this, an early goal can go one of two ways. So from our perspective, you're thinking that, right, we've got the early goal now. United are coming off the back of some horrendous performances recently, most notably against Liverpool. So you're thinking that their confidence was on the floor anyway. So you think if we get an early goal, we're going to go on and push on and make it a long day for them. But to be fair to United, they did come back. They showed a bit of heart. They looked dangerous on the break. Ronaldo looked particularly sharp. He was backed up by Alanga and Jadon Sancho, and they did come back. And like I said before, previously, that they did push us. But that, to me, getting a first goal in a game like this is pivotal.
Yeah, I agree. Then we weather some pressure from United. They're pressing us. Ramsdale gives it away, but Gabriel makes a good tackle to ensure Bruno doesn't score. Telles forces a save out of Ramsdale, although that might have been a little bit later in the game actually. Dalot hits the crossbar. So we had to weather a little bit. Arsenal then, you know, Nketiah's onside, forces a save out De Gea, probably should have done better. Not long after, Nketiah's got it in the back of the net. Ref or VAR rules it offside. I think we all thought it probably was, but then the VAR stays on a little bit longer to assess a Bukayo Saka penalty. Now we're going to have a whole section where actually we go through every decision the ref made, but obviously as this was one of the goals, just what did you make about that incident and Saka stepping up?
I think I said it when we did the half-time synopsis. I thought that we were slightly fortunate, to be honest, to get that. Because I kind of viewed that as more of a coming together than anything malicious. I don't think the defender tried to take him out. I think it was more of a coming together. But listen, I've seen them given, and we are the home side. And I think, you know, I mean, over the years, statistics will show that home sides will tend to get goals like that. I'm sure United have had a few like that over the years. So it's one of them, man, where you could see why it was given. But if I'm a United player or a fan, I'm thinking that's a bit harsh.
Look. We don't shy away from criticising referees, just as a football fan culture. But you know, and there were decisions today that I thought they got really wrong. But what I will say is, I can sympathise with why they took so long to make that decision. Yeah. I understood why they were really deliberating over it, because what you're trying to understand is, well, Telles can't do nothing. He's got to put pressure on Saka. Yeah. But then maybe I think everyone in the studio sort of agreed maybe there was just a little bit more than just pressure. Possibly. So maybe that's what.
I mean, listen, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't cry either way.
No.
If it had not been given, I wouldn't have been screaming robbery. But it was given, and this is why I always say to some of my fellow Gooner fans that when decisions don't quite go our way, don't be quick to scream robbery.
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy.
I agree.
The referees hate us. They're all, you know what I mean? It's not that. It's just the way things go. Over a season, I know I'm going to sound slightly cliche there, things even themselves up. Well, they may not even themselves up absolutely 50-50, but some you get, some you don't get. Today was one that we got.
I've seen us not be given absolute stonewall. But actually, do you know what? Forget that. Let me restart that. Look at this week alone. I thought we were given a Saka penalty at the bridge. Actually, they're both on Saka, weren't they? So Saka won us 2 penalties that both of them, I can see why they might not be given. And what I mean by that is, for me, they are both penalties. So I think they've come to the right decision. But I can see why the ref might say, well, it's Piliqueta, he's grabbed him, but Saka's got him too.
To me, I thought that was more of a penalty than to
so did I. I'm just saying, I've also seen them not given.
Yeah, exactly. And that was my point.
And today's one, I've seen them not given, and it was. But then I thought Mount and Bruno Fernandes, stonewall red cards for me, and neither were given. So, it's just the nature of the beast a little bit. And actually, I thought...
You're probably going to come to it, but I think we might have got slightly fortunate in the second half where the ball, or was it the first half, where the ball rolls onto Cedric's hand?
Yeah.
Although there was absolutely no intention on Cedric's behalf.
Yeah.
Again, I've seen them given because, the rules will state it doesn't matter whether it's
absolutely
accident or on purpose. Once the ball hits you in the area like that, you're in danger of giving a penalty away. So
we get the penalty, we go 2-0 up. We're going to discuss what happened after that very shortly. But first, you got more clips coming in. Remember the numbers here? Somewhere there. I'm looking away from it. I look stupid. Send your videos into that number via WhatsApp, and we want to hear what you have to say. Let's hear now.
Mike Whitby here from sunny Gran Canaria. We've gone and beaten Chelsea and United. We've gone and given ourselves a really good chance of overachieving the season and making sure that the trajectory of this club is ahead of schedule. So really happy with that result. Tavares is raw, loads of potential. I love the goal, but obviously I don't know what his hand's doing up in that unnatural position in that area of the pitch, and I just don't think he's ready for this. But hey, he lasted. He did his job for the most part. Cedric, give me a heart attack every time he touched the ball. Good to see Tomiyasu back, and let's just say, come on, Brentford, do us all a favour. Come on.
Hi AFTV, good game from the boys today. Up to Spurs now. I think it's just gonna be us and them now for the top 4. And the game that we're going to play Spurs, the NLD, I think is going to be massive in this race for the top 4. There's really nothing much that we can do now. Let's just hope Spurs can sleep up as they always do. Good game overall. I think Nuno, man, that kid is, I don't know, he's a problem child. He scored a good goal, but he conceded a lot of mistakes, and I thought Arteta should have subbed him sometime during the game, but luckily it was our day today and we moved.
What's up, guys? Javi from the US here. Piss poor performance. We were so lucky today, and honestly it was just so lethargic from the boys. Maybe we can attribute that to the short turnover between the Chelsea game and this one, but it's games like today why I'm not confident of our ability to get top 4. And that's exactly why I already have one eye on the summer, and if you want to believe recent reports, it's good to see we're being linked with Tielemans and Jesus, 2 Premier League experienced players who are 24, 25 years of age, both with a year left on their contracts. So that'd be very, very shrewd business by Arsenal if we can get that done, and it will definitely add quality and depth to this side. Apart from that, just got to keep an eye on that Brentford-Tottenham game. We got West Ham next, and we got those Frankfurt fixtures that are going to sandwich ours. So hopefully, not hopefully, we should get something out of that game. And with Tomiyasu coming back into the side, it should give us some more defensive solidarity. So I think if anything, we should be stronger moving forward. Let's see if we can get it over the line.
We got Super Mika Teta. Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1. I'm buzzing. A professional and electrifying performance that was. Big up to the fans at the Emirates for singing out through. And whenever Chef Odegaard cooks, the team clicks. We continue to take it a game at a time. We move on to the next game, another London derby. Hopefully, we put in another great performance like today. And come on, you Gunners!
Hello, dear friend Gunners. How are you? Oof. What a rush. Again, our Kabbalah, or my Kabbalah, from Chile, to you, James, Robbie, and all the team. Come on, Gunners!
Again, I'll always say it. Every time I do this show, I'll always say it. Gooners around the world. Absolutely love it. Ronaldo comes back. I've said it a few times on various shows, and on a live I did yesterday. Obviously, we wish him and his family well after the tragic incident early in the week. I thought he looked really sharp today, and he got his goal, and I wasn't overly surprised. Not because it's Ronaldo and his history and what he's achieved. I thought he was looking good for it, and I thought United were looking good for a goal. Obviously, from the Arsenal perspective, which is where we are watching it from, what went wrong? We just got the second. We kind of got lucky and weathered a storm before that. So you'd think, being 2-0 up, we'd have thought, okay, cool. We can sort of find a little bit of confidence here. And the ball into the box, which it was a good ball. It just fell between Tavares, Ramsdale, and Gabriel. They all made a bit of a mess of it.
Yeah, although it has to be pointed out that United were looking quite threatening even before that.
Yes, I thought so too.
And we'd given a few alarm signals before then, and we were a bit sloppy and we got punished. Going back to what you said about Ronaldo, unfortunately, I've been in that situation. I'm not going to go into details, but I've suffered a bereavement family, so I know what that can be like. And I was saying to one or two people before the game that Ronaldo probably was going to play. He'd had a few days compassionate leave. But he wants to go back to what he does best, and today would have given him some therapy. So I kind of knew that he would play, and I'm thinking to myself, if he does play, he's going to be properly motivated. Plus, he was on the 99th goal, looking for that 100th, and the stage was set for him to perform today. And to be fair to him, he was probably United's best player on the day, wasn't he?
Yeah, I thought,
certainly their most threatening throughout the 90
Thought him and Jadon Sancho. Yeah, I thought they were terrific.
So that did not surprise me at all when he scored. It was almost I was expecting it. It's almost inevitable, really. Yeah,
no, it didn't surprise me either. But Arsenal sort of regroup. I can't really think of a chance United had after that goal until half time. Get to half time.
They did hit the post or the bar as well.
Was that before? I think it was before the Ronaldo goal. But then we go to half time, and I'm sitting there thinking, right, I need two things out of this half time team talk. I need Cedric to get his head in the game because I felt he struggled with that first half, and I need Arteta to get into the team and get them organised and almost like we did at Stamford Bridge, just tighten up and just be a bit more sensible. I don't think either happened. Well, actually, I think Cedric came out. I thought Cedric came out better and had a better second half.
He was a little less exposed, wasn't he?
Yes.
A little less exposed.
And I thought Tavares, whose first half, not only for his goal, but generally first half, I thought looked pretty exciting, got forward a few times, did okay, did well to do enough to stop Elanga when he went through on goal. Probably had... considering he's been taken off after two previous halves, that was probably his worst one.
Yeah, he kind of went from
we can laugh
the
about
goal,
it now.
Went from the sublime to the ridiculous at times, didn't he? What I've noticed about Tavares is he's quite a free-spirited, young, energetic.
Absolutely,
type of player.
And that's what I love about him. Actually,
So that's the plus side. A lot of energy, a lot of pace, a lot of willingness, enthusiasm, all the rest of it. However, he can be guilty of making unforced errors. And his decision making at times is not the best. Sometimes areas of the pitch that he gives the ball away in, some of the needless fouls he gives away, and of course we spoke about the penalty. So he's got all those to his game. So basically, he's got all the ingredients of a very good player. What he needs to do is to work on the mental side of his game more, because I do think it is that. Sometimes he's just a little bit too free-spirited in what he does. He needs to have an end goal to what he's doing. His decision making needs to be better. He needs to think the game through more. That will come with him getting older, hopefully wiser, and a bit more experience. So
he shows his quality because obviously he gets the first goal, because he shows that endeavour, adventure. He gets into the box and taps in from the rebound. Brilliant, well done. First half did fine. Second half, it wasn't just defensively, and some of the loose touches. It's even, you see his quality when he's played through on the left. he's sold a dummy to, was it Dallo who came across? Sent him flying. He's on his right foot. It just
I remember
slashes it wide. You're thinking,
where was the composure?
Where's the composure? Because you've just shown that is Tavares at his best, getting forward and backing himself. And then obviously he gets it a bit wrong. But listen, we'll forgive him because of that first goal. But the reason we're talking about this isn't to hone
I actually
in on
think, to be fair to Tavares, and I've said this before, a few Arsenal fans gave me stick when I said this on the Talkers Cheat show, but to me, going forward, I would say he's got the edge on Tierney. But obviously, with Tierney, he's a much more rounded player. because Tierney's good in attack and defence, and you know, I mean, his general play is very good. Whereas with Tavares, he's good going forward. However, you know, there's an other side to his game where he makes mistakes. Like I said, unforced errors at times, decision making not quite there. So listen, man, I've got faith in him. We need to show faith in him. We need to encourage him, keep his confidence level.
Yeah, absolutely.
But ultimately, he's got to work on the more cerebral aspects of the game. Put it like that.
Yeah, I think I think the word's control. You know, control of his sort of mind throughout the game
management.
Game management. But he is young, and I'm glad that he's got that endeavour. And without it, you know, I do think we benefit from it. Anyway, we'll talk about the penalty that he gave away and what happened after that very soon. More clips are coming in, guys. WhatsApp numbers on the screen. Let's hear what you're all saying.
What can I say? You know, we've had a couple of bad defeats. Do you know what I mean? Like a couple of bad defeats, but that win against Chelsea sort of just perked us up a bit. And then I think today against United, I don't think United, don't get me wrong, it was a good game. It was a good game, but I don't think it was. I didn't ever see United winning it, and I feel that we deserve those 3 points. Let's just see what happens with Tottenham. But I will say this, you know, we can hold our head up high with what we've done this season, what we've accomplished under Mikel, and I feel that even without the strikers that we should be signing, hopefully next season, you know, we're still doing all right. Yeah, keep that up, boys, and nice one, AFTV. Happy days.
What can I say? I said keep Nketiah up front. He done that. Yeah. Odegaard, he's got to be a steal. When you see Man United and their midfield, Pogba, sell him for free, bring him back for 90 million, and then sell him for free. You just gotta laugh at that kind of business, bro. You just gotta laugh. You got Odegaard out here nutmegging Varane. Varane's looking up to the skies for help. It's all mad. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm not even here to talk too much in it because I'm working. I just got one song for you, because you see when this brother comes on, the game's wrapped up. He's better than Cannavaro, Rob Holding, you know.
Yo, AFTV, man. It's Sam here from Congo. Yeah, I wanted to say, man, great performance by the team. But James, you know what? If we can play like this against the coming next days, it will be good. And thanks to God, Tomiyasu is back and the boy are performing well. And you know, we still have a problem with our defense. On the right, I think Cedric was really not. He hasn't had a good game today, but yeah, 3 points. Come on, you guys. Thanks.
Oh, Arsenal, we love you. My name is Genesis. I'm a Nigerian. I live in Istanbul. Wow. This is a good game. A good win for us. 3 points in the bag. That keeps our top 4 hopes alive. That's more important. At this point, the gaffer is really doing a good job. He understood what the problem was, and he took it out, and he corrected that mistake. And you can see that from the get-go, you see that the players they were fast. They were not sluggish on the ball. You know, they were moving the ball around quickly. I knew we were gonna get a point out of this, and I'm really excited. This is a good game. I'm just so happy. I just hope we keep going like this and keep going like this until the final day. Come on, you Gunners. We can do this. We just hope for Brentford to give us the win so we can just stay in top 4. Peace.
Welcome to Lee.
Man, let's
you
go.
enjoy the watch along?
Mate, I was loving life.
I'm gonna say it now. Because I don't say anything behind people's backs, right? Mm-hmm. You and Cecil all stream were winding me up because I was sitting there thinking, you lot are too confident, you're too comfortable, and we didn't play well. But listen, you were far more right than I was. You went for 4-0 at the beginning.
I did go for 4-0.
On another day, if Arsenal really had their act together, could have been.
It could have been.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
look at Man United and I just don't think they're a good team. I don't think they're a good squad. I think they're just mismanaged. I think they're just all over the place. And I think that's where the confidence came from. Yes, there are points in the game, and I feel even throughout the season where Arsenal just make you feel like they're not going to do well. But I mean, for me, I just woke up this morning and I had a different kind of energy. I had a different kind of feel about the game, and I just thought really to myself, 4-0 would have flattered us, to be honest. Well, wouldn't have flattered us even. So yeah, I mean, I don't blame you for feeling sort of worried or kind of apprehensive about the game itself, but nah, man, 4-0, I was feeling it, but we ended up 3-1 winners, and it was a lot different than the game to what I thought it would be anyway.
Yeah, I understand. Nikhil with a super chat, thank you very much, says midfield needs to retain possession better and also be a bit more compact next weekend at West Ham. Otherwise, we'll get dominated by Fornal, Yarmolenko, Lanzini, Rice and Antonio, still confident of securing Champions League. I mean, I've got to say, how this weekend looks compared to last weekend is unbelievable. I've got to ask you something. Why did Ronaldo take the penalty?
I just think that, again, that sums up Man United. They are absolute mess. Ronaldo, a clear all-time great player. First, second, third for some people, however you want to sort of knuckle it down. I mean, taking countless penalties in big Champions League finals and semi-finals and even in World Cups, Euros, and you give it to Bruno Fernandes, who we can all kind of agree hasn't been on form for the last couple of weeks or months. And I think that just is, in a nutshell, makes you see where Man United are at this moment in time. They're just all over the place.
We did get away with one, because they were the better team in the first half, but I also thought we caused them problems. Then after 5 minutes of the second half, I thought, okay, we look like we've come out a bit more structured. They get a hold of the game, they win a penalty, they had more chances. Dalot forces a great save about Ramsdale, who I thought had some bad moments and some good, very good moments. We did ride our luck, and he hits the post. Laurie made a good point. He said he thinks that was the moment it swung back in Arsenal's favour. Sounds an obvious thing to say, right? Because he's hit the post, Ramsdale's gone nuts, Arteta's gone nuts, and blah, blah. I'm sure the Emirates was loving it. But United would still probably have been feeling, but okay, it's coming. It seemed to be, though, the moment, and Dalot forced save from Ramsdale after, but it seemed to be the moment where Arsenal thought, or maybe the game just felt like it's falling Arsenal's way.
Throughout the game, I think you kind of thought we were riding our luck a lot, and it was coming. That goal from Man United was coming. It was literally not if, but when. But I mean, they just didn't take their chances, and that's the way that football goes. Like, as I said, in a couple of years' time, we will never ever think about how poorly we played at points at the game, and we've got the 3 points, and it's there on the record books. We did ride our luck, though, and I think something that I spoke about and you spoke about is just the lack of composure at times for some of our players. I don't want to sort of single out anyone really particular, because I think everyone throughout the game had moments, maybe some more so than others, but I do think that lack of composure is something that really sort of inhabited us from state of taking real control and maybe feeling a lot more comfortable throughout the game.
And really, we should have been
100%.
There were moments where Arsenal played the ball around really nicely and made United work for it. I think. Let me tell me if this makes sense. If you're a neutral watching that game and you don't know anything about the form of these teams or anything, I think you could tell from that game, Arsenal were the better coach team who had a way of playing and an identity and an idea of what they wanted to do, but maybe weren't executing it. Whereas United didn't have any philosophy or plan or whatever, but showed more endeavour and moments in the game, and showed maybe more individual quality and looked dangerous.
I think even that, going with the last point you just said, I think Man United just have some really quality players, and we have to just admit it. Maybe not as many as they should or are used to, but Ronaldo, Sancho, they are quality players. Bruno can show flashes of quality. For me, not the kind of player that everyone raves about, but he can show that quality. And I think, as you said, it was almost like a organised mess for Man United, whereas with us, there did seem to be a structure with that attacking play, but we just lack the quality at times, maybe throughout the midfield or coming out from playing out from the back, which allows us to sort of really hammer home those kind of ways or techniques that we want to attack. And I think, that is really correct in what you're saying.
Ryan with a comment says, James, do you think there's any truth to Jesus coming? I think there is. Yeah.
David Ornstein, man. If David Ornstein's coming out with that, then I would believe that.
If it's getting to Ornstein, it means that there's some confidence. And Edu did an interview today with ESPN. Do you know what? Let me show you exactly what he said, because Fabrizio Romano all over it. He said that talking to ESPN, Arsenal director Edu tells ESPN on club plans for new signings. He goes, we're going to focus on signing 1 or 2 players. After last summer's revolution, we need the next step. We've got our strategy ready. But no answer on the Jesus to Arsenal deal. So the transfer stuff is picking up a lot more attention than I thought it would be at this time of the season, especially with kind of how much there is still for Arsenal to play for in terms of that chase to top 4. So interesting. I think we might hear more in the coming 100%. weeks or whatever, so we'll see. Let's talk about Xhaka's goal. I mean,
amazing goal. Amazing.
I saw a few tweets today saying we haven't seen an El Neni or Xhaka, annual banger yet, and we got it today. What a strike!
Amazing.
Is that his best goal for Arsenal? There was a great one against Hull.
Yeah.
There was one that swerved away against United. That was a bit fortunate. That Palace free kick, Chelsea free kick. But this one for me, it was the way he very little backlift and just whipped it to the back post. Well, not whipped it, but you know what I mean.
I do think why maybe this goal is so special is because of what's happened since the moment with the armband, and I think because we're missing Partey, he's always been that linchpin, like the certain player that we really need to step up. And I think, I don't know if I'm thinking about it, he's the oldest player in the squad today, or team even today, the first 11. Was he the oldest 11? Oldest player in 11? I think he is, because he's 30. So he's actually grown some, dare I say, balls and stepped up.
I think you're right. Cedric, 30, 31.
Okay, fair enough. But one of. And for me, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, that goal just settled everything. And for him to kind of slam shut everything, even at the start of the season, he sort of signed a new contract and it wasn't announced anywhere but Facebook and I think on his Instagram. He's been through so much, and I think now, today, I'm not saying that he should stay, I'm not saying that he should go, but I feel like today, maybe you can put that to bed. And that kind of incident that happened with the captain's armband, we can put it to bed, and now we can concentrate on the performances only and move forward. But going back to your sort of original question, I do think probably one of his best goals today, I would say that. Yeah.
Superb goal. Now, I'm going to do this because if it were Arsenal who had faced certain refereeing injustices, I would be giving it the time. So I'm going to be neutral. Well, not neutral. I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to go through some of these because there were some that went absolutely against Arsenal, but most of them went for. And I do think it's worth giving them the airtime. Starting with that Xhaka goal, Eddie Nketiah, is he offside? I want to see it. While I ask you, I'm going to see if I can find it. I was trying to look it up. Nketiah offside, to see if anyone's posted it anywhere. Did you think he was?
Well, what I will say firstly is I absolutely could not care less. The amount of injustice and unfair decisions that go against us, not even every other game, it's literally every game, and there are 2-3 times in a game, maybe sometimes in a half, where like there's just red cards that don't go against us, go for us, or go against us. Xhaka clearly being targeted as someone who's a sort of a nuisance, and sort of getting yellow cards at all moments throughout the season for unfair stuff. And he got one today. Yeah, he kicked the ball away, but I mean, referee, just let it go. But I think in terms of the goal, the offside goal, well, potential offside goal.
Well, I think I found a picture of it here. I mean, it looks like he's offside.
Yeah, it does.
And it looks like he's in De Gea's way. I'm going to be really honest. If that's against Arsenal, I'm furious.
One thing, just to sort of really like even just cut you off, at least it's got absolutely nothing to do with the players themselves, and it's on officiating. It's got nothing to do with us.
It's not
so
like
for
Arsenal
us,
cheated,
we didn't cheat throughout the game. We didn't do anything that it was underhand. For me, at the end of the day, like if it's an offside or not, that's on the referees. And Nketiah was in a position. It does look like from the image that you obviously put up that he was offside, but I mean, it's very, very close, and I think we're going to go to it later on. But maybe I don't believe that Nketiah's first goal that he was scored, but it was offside. I didn't actually think it was.
Right,
so swings and roundabouts.
I think with that, what saves Xhaka and Arsenal, I think, is that Nketiah might be in De Gea's way, but he's not in the way of the strike of the ball. So I think the officials might think, well, that's just De Gea's fault for being behind Nketiah.
A poor reaction to it,
But I mean, if that's the justification, I think that'd be so unfair. I've got to say, I really think we got away with one there, and that is the one I thought. That has really gone for us. But there's a few others.
I was going to say, I think that I don't even think that one went for us. I think there's another one which you're going to come on to.
Okay, so I think I know the one you mean, but before I do, Tavares pull on Elanga.
No, not a red card.
No, two players, not a penalty.
No, not a penalty or a red card. Two players jostling for the ball, because in theory it should have been a red card because he would have been the last man.
And he didn't attempt to play the ball.
Exactly. So for me, just two players going for the ball, and if you actually look at it again, Elanga kind of just fell over. So he went down a bit too easy for me.
The arm was up. I don't think it brought him down. No. Cedric.
The Cedric handball or falling over, that was probably the most clearest handball you will see all season. It was absolutely a handball.
So, I've seen a few clips of it very quickly. I mean, we do so much that, you know, from fan cam to this and whatever, and so much to talk about. But from the brief bits I saw, it looked to me, when I saw it live, I thought, well, I feel sorry for him because he's just trying to... He's trying to stay up and it's hit his arm, but now it looks more like he's actually moved himself towards the ball.
He 100% knew what he was doing, and he because he was on the floor and he maybe looked like he was falling to the ground, he could maybe use the arm to sort of help him sort of even land properly, and I think that's probably what the referee thought, or the VAR people, whoever it was, but we all saw what he did. He moved his hand towards the ball to knock it away because he saw Sancho was going back. And again, we're all Arsenal fans, but we have to be honest. Do I care? Absolutely not. Not even a tiny bit. I find it even funnier because it happened to Man United. That's what is so perfect about that whole situation.
Fair enough.
They can be as bitter as they like, but it was beautiful. But it was, to me, it was definitely a sort of a handball.
The Saka pen, the Tellez in the back of Saka.
Clear. I mean, we were on the stream and we were talking about it, and I think why it was clearly a penalty is because he didn't even try and go for the ball, the defender. He was on the wrong side. That's poor defending, and he's clearly not even tried to go for the ball. He's taken out Saka before he even actually went for the ball, and I think that's as clear as day to show that that was a definite penalty for me anyway.
Yeah. We've got some more decisions to go through. The clips are coming in, so let's hear what you're saying. We'll talk about the rest in a sec.
What I'm wondering after watching today is why wasn't El Neni playing sooner? Absolutely brilliant. Him and Xhaka in the middle, holding it together. I mean, you got the three losses where Lukonga was playing. No disrespect to Lukonga, but I mean, you had Mohamed El Neni the entire time. He's come on. He's showing us that he's a quality defensive midfield player. Makes incredibly intelligent decisions on the ball. I mean, he should. God, he's saving us. He's saving us.
Hey guys, it's Max from Nairobi. I'm so happy. 3 points, early kickoff. We have a saying in Kenya. We say, Ogopa early kickoff, which means fear early kickoff. So today I was kind of skeptical, but once we score the first goal, I always know Arsenal. Once we score the first goal, most likely you're going to win that game. But I'm so happy. In the second half, we were under a bit of pressure. Fernandes missed a penalty. Diego Dallo hit the post. At some point we rode our luck, but God was on our side today. You can't lie, man. I'm so happy. Tavares was kind of sus, but I'm gonna give him a pass because we have the 3 points. Anyway, I'm happy. Good start to the weekend. See you guys. On to the next one.
Boys, come on, you guys. AFTV. The boys played very well. We enjoyed the game. It was cool. Sierra Leonean fan from the Freetown city of Sierra Leone, Gunners for life.
Got AFTV, man, just coming back from the game. 3-1 Arsenal, Man United. Big result, man. We needed that to stay in the top 4. proud of the boys today. Should have been 2-0 up at half time, other than a sloppy Ronaldo goal. But Arsenal, it made me proud tonight, man. Like, we've done our thing and we kick on from here. Like, Nuno, a bit shaky at times during today's game, but him, Saka, Eddie and Ketty in these last 2 games against Chelsea and Man United has been on point. We've just been doing our thing, man. Like, let's go and beat West Ham next week as well, man. Like, we can get this top 4. Champions League football still on.
Right, more decisions to go through. By the way, big up. I always give big credit to everyone who's around the world seeing their videos, but people coming straight out of the ground and
I love
their
it.
videos. I love it as well. So
it.
amazing, all of you. Tavares handball that leads to the penalty. Kind of any complaints about that?
No, it was just a stupid thing to do. Like, I mean,
that's his arm, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think it was really, really hard on him. He had a shaky game at best, I would say. He wasn't great at points in the game. He did try to attack forward at times to kind of like really sort of justify him being in his team, but yeah, like, defending wasn't great. And on the corner, mate, just you do the right thing. Like, you have your arms up obviously for a bit of leverage, but you don't need to have them so far away from your body, because that then obviously just makes it really obvious to the VAR and the referee that it's a penalty. So no complaints, just a bit of really, really poor defending, and hopefully I've said it before, but I'll say it again, he learns from that.
How's Bruno Fernandes not been sent off?
I mean, Man United bias. That is all it can be.
I mean, a lot of today went our way,
but it's every game that they do something like this, or nearly every game. We watch a lot of football, we can say, and again, it's maybe because we're a bit heated, or I'm a bit heated, or after the game I'm excited, etc. But at the end of the day, as you said, how Bruno didn't get sent off, it is just beyond me. Like, I would even go as far as say the McTominay incident with Gabriel as well. Another thing, like, he's sort of rolling on top of him, no card. How? But I mean, Stud's clearly up with the Bruno incident.
Up for a while, because he goes for it, and I know when you slow it down, it's not like seeing it live. I get that, but you could see that Bruno's motion wasn't trying to get to the ball. He was just carrying on with his foot high.
Do you know what? Just to kind of like double down on what you're saying. Do you know what gets it? It makes it even worse for me, that Bruno situation. Is that you check VAR.
Yeah, I know.
When what happens normally with VAR, when they slow it down, it always makes it look worse, and that's why they get the red card.
Yeah.
And you do that, and you still do not send Bruno off. How does he escape? Like, what is it? Like, has he got some magic beans that decides who goes off and who stays on? Again, we always go back to it, but if it was Xhaka, I know what would have happened. He would have been... Xhaka wouldn't even had to turn around, because he would have just walked straight back to the ice path, because he would have known what was happening. And that's the unfair injustice that happened with
we saw
our
a
players.
few yellow cards after. Lindelof got one for pulling someone down, Xhaka got one for kicking the ball over, and that's how they're thinking, okay, they might all be yellow cards, but you're saying that they are the same as what Bruno Fernandes did, and I couldn't believe
exactly that.
That is the one thing I felt went against us. Everything else, I think we generally had the rub of the green, actually, and the ref tried to let the game go on, which is maybe why certain things did go our way. Those are the main talking points. We're going to have the final clips coming in very soon, so we'll play this to round off the show, but we've got to, just quickly before we do, talk about where this leaves us. 6 points clear of United with a game in hand. 3 points clear of Spurs, who play Brentford away at 5:30 UK time. What a statement! You know, before Spurs have had a chance. Before Spurs have had a chance to respond to what happened against Brighton. I know we lost Southampton, but we went and beat Chelsea and beat United. You know, it sends a message, doesn't it? Now, I still think Spurs will win today. I do. I think Brentford are safe enough, and I think Spurs have a lot to play for. But we've definitely given them something to think about.
100%. I think, in truth, where it leaves us is it just puts the pressure directly back onto the other teams. We can't 100% rule Man United out, by the way, just because they are so close still. But I think because of the games they have to play and they're not playing well, it then probably does rule them out. But overall, I would say, let's see how today goes. I don't want to sort of like put my neck out and say, as for now, that we are going to get top 4, but it is a really, really good week, and it's just so annoying because how on earth, supporting this club is just crazy. How on earth do we lose 3 games to mid-table or lower sort of opposition, and then we all of a sudden beat 2 top teams? It is just unbeknownst to me. But yeah, I mean, I'm hopeful. Let's see how today goes with the Tottenham and Brentford sort of result. But Arsenal, we've bounced back and we put the pressure on another team. So for now, I'm very, very happy with the team, and let's just see how it goes.
I'm so happy with the team at the moment. Now, this is an interesting little twist of the day. So Bartos has said, AFTV, Edu said on ESPN that Arsenal are going to buy 1, maybe 2 players. I think we need more upgrades. And literally, as I saw that comment, I saw this pop up from João Castelo Branco, I believe is the ESPN reporter who interviewed Edu at the Emirates Stadium before kickoff. He's quote tweeted Fabrizio Romano and said, I don't think Edu meant there won't be more than 2 signings, but in this window, the focus will be to bring in 1 or 2 bigger signings compared to the last window where there was a focus on youth. These 2 main signings have already been planned and approved by the owners. So that's a big transfer update for what I expected coming into the end of April. If you want to go check that out, that's João Castelo Branco at @J_Castelo Branco. So go check that out if you want to know what he said. And there is a link as well in the comments section to the video of that discussion. It might have been in Brazilian, so I'm not sure. But sorry, Brazilian, Portuguese. Fabrizio Romano says same here, and it's positive news for Arsenal, of course. So go check that out, guys. Some interesting updates there. Right, let's go through the last clip, see what everyone's saying, round it off with you guys and your thoughts, and then one final word on the top 4 race.
I've been saying all season, Granit Xhaka is the best player in the world. No one has listened to me, but now I think a couple people might stop. Incredible performance today from Arsenal. I don't like to do this, but I will say this. For the first time in I think 2 weeks now, the bookies have us as more likely to finish top 4 than Spuds. Make it like what you are. Good luck, Arsenal.
Whoa, AFTV. Arsenal's done it again, but it was a nervy match. The boys tried, but wow, missing our first choice right back and left back as an effect, and also Partey. If you see, Eleni is trying, but with Partey in the team, the transition is easier for Ramsdale. There was a place Ramsdale passed to Eleni, but he couldn't turn. Like when Partey receives the ball, he's like facing the opposite opposition post immediately. But Eleni has to turn. But anyway, the boys tried. 9 results. I hope Tottenham fucked up so we could move from there. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Hello everybody. Well, good game, Arsenal. Xhaka, I said it, that Xhaka is a good player. He just needs to keep his head down. He almost did a little mistake when he had the yellow there, when he kicked the ball off, but my goodness, Xhaka, that was a good game. Arsenal, well done again. Now, another win in the bag. We keep going. We keep on going. Great game, Arsenal. Great game.
Top 4, Sydney, Australia.
Yeah.
Come on, you Gunners.
I reckon after that game, hopefully we can do it. But I just think we've lost, obviously, against a couple of games that we should have won, and we've now won against probably a couple of games that we potentially should have drawn. So, what do you reckon, Dave?
Big 6 points. Big 6 points last week. Big 6 points.
Big 6 points, that's true.
Top 4 has to be.
But I don't know. It's going to come down, I think, to us and Spurs, to be honest.
Has to be.
But yeah, we've been watching
out of the running now. So.
We've been watching from Australia, staying up late, watching it. I think, yeah. Fingers crossed it all goes to plan, but we'll see.
Here we go.
Come on.
We're back. Big up to all of you sending in your videos. I absolutely love hearing what you guys say. We're going to round it off there with just a final word very quickly. Top 4, yes or no?
No.
You feeling a lot? Are you feeling? I want to end on a positive. Are you feeling a lot more confident about it after the 3 points today?
100%.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's where I am. I said when we beat Chelsea, I said to everyone, listen, I'm just going to enjoy that for what it is. Thank you very much. It was great. Let's see how we do on the weekend, though. You know, if we can get 6 out of 6, then that's a bit of a statement. We did it. Well done. Well done, Arsenal. So yeah, guys, we'll round it off there. All the fan cams are coming out right this second. They are pouring in on YouTube. So go check them out. Smash a like on this video if you enjoyed it. We are back next Sunday. Arsenal go to West Ham. Big game. We've got a little bit of time to enjoy this. Go watch the Champions League. What you're thinking? Maybe that could be us. Maybe,
mate. We need
just
to get that money from the Champions League. So hopefully, man. Hopefully,
enjoy that week and go read up on this Edu stuff on transfers and the Gabriel Jesus stuff. It's I tell you what, it's interesting. It's coming at an interesting time. Big thanks to Lee. Big thanks to Laurie joined earlier. Big thanks to everyone as well in the studio. Well done, Arsenal. Let's keep this going.
Let's go.